what can get good when I stop this bad habit? You see yourself as that person that has broken that habit. So apologies for not making it here last week, and then the week before that. Week before that was beyond my control. Last week was crazy, but thankfully I made it here this week. Today we are going to be talking about habits, your bad habits. Before you start overworking your head and asking yourself, bad habits, productivity, how do they relate? Rest. Habits and productivity are actually like, first, we are going to try to break our bad habits. And how can we do that? But before we even go into breaking habits or what's not, what habit am I even talking about? What habits can hinder productivity here? Such habits include distraction, negative self-talk, poor organization, skipping breaks or rest. Lastly, we have lack of sleep. Bad habits and productivity. How can I break my bad habit? The first step is to identify what triggers your bad habit. What is a trigger? A trigger is that thing that would make you carry out your bad habit. Yeah. So you want to get what that trigger is, what will make you do your bad habit. Let me just use myself as an example. Am I saying eat? I eat food when I get hungry. Yeah. So what is making me eat food? Hunger. So hunger is the trigger of the action that I'm carrying out, which is eating food. So yeah, I'll eat because I am hungry. So first, you want to identify the trigger. Let's take an example. Social media. Let's say I want to break my bad habit, which is social media addiction. What I will do is to identify what is prompting me to go on social media. The trigger can be that because it is pinned on my homepage, so like the moment I unlock my phone, I find it. So it is very easy for me to just, tap on it and then get into it and then spend the rest of my life there. Or it could be that because my mobile phone is always with me, I am able to just go on it anytime and what have you. Or it could be that the moment I find myself idle, the moment I'm not like maybe in class or at work, or I'm not like in church, that moment I'm not doing all of that. I just immediately log on to social media and all of that. So that is how you can identify the trigger. After you must have identified the trigger, is to replace the habit rather than changing it. Like, do we get it? We are replacing rather than convicting yourself to, I want to change this habit. We want to replace the habit. After you must have found out what your trigger is, yeah, you want to replace that. So we know now that I know that my own trigger is the moment I unlock my phone is the first app I see on my home screen. So that makes it very easy for me to just click on it and then get logged into my account. Then I have noticed that that trigger is combined with whenever I am idle. So I know that the moment I am idle, because I am idle and my phone is always with me, and then the very first app I come across, the very first app I meet when I unlock my phone is Instagram, then I want to be on Instagram every time. I have known what the trigger is, And then I want to replace that. Replacing that could be, I'll make sure I am not idle. Or whenever I am idle, I'll make sure not to be with my phone. So I could be idle, and rather than holding my phone in my hands, I could grab a book, I could paint a drawing, I could sleep even, I could take a walk. You understand? So that is replacing it rather than changing it altogether. The third tip is using visualization. This is my best one yet. I use this a lot, almost like all the time. So, how does this work? This is when you envision yourself, you see yourself as that person that has dropped their bad habits, that has dropped that habit that you want to drop. Am I making sense? So we want to use visualization to break the addiction we have on Instagram. We have for Instagram for we have for Instagram. Yeah. So how visualization works is you see yourself as that person that has broken that habit. So what can get good when I stop this bad habit? If I am not stuck on social media, I can, use that time to read a book, get a good sleep, paint something, or take a walk, or exercise, or, like fill it in with so many other options. And I see myself, I paint that picture in my head. I'm seeing myself and I'm like, okay, that is so much better. That is good than me just sitting here getting stuck on my phone, getting stuck on TikTok. And then beside that picture, like I put the pictures side by side. Like I have this one where, yes, I have stopped the bad habit, and then this is what is going on well. And I have this one where I am stuck on the bad habit, and then this is what is happening. So I put the two together, and definitely you always will always choose the good option. So once I get that picture, I get that option of, okay, this is I want to go with this one. And there's this joy when you are able to get things done. For me, on days when I end up in social media loop, I feel very, 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 very miserable. I feel very not okay. And then I don't like that feeling. That feeling disgusts me. I hate that feeling. So because I do not like that feeling, I do not want to get that feeling all over again. So when I use that visualization method, and then the thought of being in that space again where I am being useless for that time that I am, paroling on social media, I immediately tell myself, okay, I want to do something else. I want to do something that will not make me get that horrible feeling again. The fourth tip is get support. You want to break a bad habit. Getting support is not a bad idea. It can be support from your friends, from your families, from your neighbors, from yourself. Yeah, you can also support yourself. And how can you support yourself? You can probably set up reminders. A notification just popped up about something that I'm going to do tomorrow. And that is me breaking my own habits of always forgetting things. That is me getting support from my mobile phone. Yeah, from myself, technically. Yeah. You can get support from your family members, your friend. Say you want to start reading a lot. You can get support from your friend. Guy Alpha, please, when you're going to read, can I tag along? Or you want to start brushing your teeth before you go to bed, and you know someone that does that. Oh, please, when you are going to brush your teeth, can you please call me? Yeah. So we can always help ourselves. Now you have done tip 1, tip 2, tip 3, tip 4. The last one is to be patient, because habits is not something that we have formed in just one day. It is something that has been with us like for a very long period of time, for a very long period. Yeah, so you do not expect it to just like fly away on your did I just say away? You do not expect it to fly away on your very first attempt. Oh, I tried to break this habit today and I failed, so I'll just stop. You have to be patient. Now that we have broken our bad habits, of course, we have to build new ones. We have to build new habits. And how do we do that? If you are new, I love it than you can even think of. If you are old, and yes, old is sounding like old, like I'm dismissing you people. But then if you're like, if you have been with me from the very first start or you joined us along the way, if you enjoyed the video, please do well to leave it a like, comment, share it to your friends and your family members and even your enemies. Let our enemies learn from us. Please like, share, subscribe, and turn on the notification bell so that when another video drops, you'll be the first to know.